Hi, my name is Lee Weber, and I'm a designer for Faber-Castell Design Memory Craft. And today we're going to show you a brand new whipped spackle, and we're going to show you how to tint it with different mediums using our Gelato's Double Scoop as well as our Stamper's Big Brush Pen. This is a small sample of a technique that we're going to do, and then up here we have a larger version of it in a much bigger size. So we're going to get started, and the first thing that we want to do is we're going to take our canvas, and I'm going to take three different gelatos, and I'm going to apply them to the canvas like so. And what's really great about these Gelato's Double Scoop is, as you can see, they are double the pigment and double the barrel. So they're quite large, so they're really great for large scale projects. And I'm going to apply these down. And this is just creating our background at first, so that we have a base to go on. And then we're going to take our fingers or a brush, whichever one you'd like, and now we're creating that blending process of the gelatos. And we're going to take each color and check out how creamy and smooth those gelatos blend together. So you can actually essentially create a fourth color by blending it. Now, you absolutely can use a baby wipe or you can use a brush, but I always say that the best brush tool that we have is our finger. It's always consistent. And just like that. And then what you're going to do is you're going to take your heat gun, because you do want to heat set this, and you're going to give it a quick dry. Get it nice and dry. If you were to do this at home, you can certainly let this air dry until you're satisfied that it's set. But for the next step, you want to make sure that the gelato is now permanent. So you want to blend it and heat set it all the way. That's pretty good. The next thing that we're going to do is we're going to move our canvas off to the side just for a moment, and we're going to start our tinting process of the whipped spackle. So I'm going to take some whipped spackle and I'm going to apply some to the craft mat, and this is obviously best to do on a heat-resistant mat if you have one. And then we're going to take our gelatos, and I'm going to take, I'm going to just clean this off just for a moment. And what's really great about, like I said, these double scoops is that you can use quite a bit of it. And now what I'm going to do is I'm going to smush it down, and what you'd like to do is you'd like to apply a little bit of water. So I always have a little water dish with me. You don't want to apply too much, but what it does is it allows you to really soften the gelato up and almost create a beautiful paste like you see here. You're going to take your whipped spackle, and now you're blending it right in, and you get this beautiful, vibrant whipped spackle tint. So it's no longer white, it now turns the color of the gelato. Once you've blended, you're going to take your canvas and you're going to take a stencil, any stencil of your choice. And we're going to make abstract art today. So we're going to take our knife and I'm going to put it through the stencil just like this. Beautiful. And then I'm going to lift, and you have that beautiful, and you can take that little piece off just like that. Now what you want to do next is you want to heat set this. So you're going to take your heat gun and you're going to heat that up. And once it's done, we're going to do a second technique with the Stamper's Big Brush Pen. Now we're going to set it aside, and it can continue drying while we do the second step. So now I've cleaned off my mat, and what I'm going to do is I'm going to take our Stamper's Big Brush Pen, and I'm going to apply, this is really easy, I'm going to apply it right to the mat. And yes, it's going to make a funny little sound, and that's okay. And then you're going to take your whipped spackle, I'm going to just apply it just like so. And what you'll notice is what's right underneath is the beautiful India ink. Now our Stampers Big Brush Pen are made with India ink. So the ink is so intense and beautiful, and it's going to blend right up. Now you can take a little bit more depending on how much you need, just like so. And then I just continue to apply more ink right to my mat and blend it. Once you are done doing this step and your spackle is completely covered in the amount of ink that you want, you're going to go on to the next step. So now I've finished blending my Stampers Big Brush Pen with the whipped spackle. I'm going to bring back my canvas piece, and I'm going to take what is called a two-step stencil. So you see the background and then you see some of the second step. Now you don't need a whole lot for this, you just want a little bit, and it creates a beautiful second layer. And you can just add it in certain spots, not even through the whole thing. And you are left with this beautiful two-step effect. And if you notice, I did the exact same thing with a different stencil right here on this canvas using two different step stencils. And then on the larger one, as we had noticed before, blending all the Stampers Big Brush Pens and gelatos within that large canvas, making it more into an abstract look.